In 2023, Nomi Prins released a stock teaser where she created a lot of hype around a certain energy source, and even claimed that she found a company that could be the next Exxon. Luckily, Nomi left a bunch of clues in the presentation, so I was able to figure out which stock she's talking about. In this video, I'll tell you all about it for free. I'm also going to show you how this stock performed after more than a year, so you'll see if her recommendation actually made money. Make sure you watch this video all the way to the end so you don't miss any important information. First, let's walk through her presentation and analyze the clues she left. Nomi Prins's teaser focused on the next ExxonMobil, but it wasn't about a new oil company. Instead, she was referring to nuclear energy. More specifically, she hyped up small modular reactors. SMRs are nuclear reactors that are smaller in size and capacity but are much safer, more flexible, and easier to deploy. Nomi believed that SMR technology will be key to the shift to cleaner energy as we move away from fossil fuels. Here are the clues she left in the presentation. The company received $1.4 billion in grants from the Department of Energy. Popular Mechanics called it a huge win for the startup leading the nuclear revolution. Samsung and Nucor Steel are investors in this company. The company has contracts with 7 states including Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, New Mexico, and California. And lastly, they also have contracts with countries like Canada, Poland, and Japan. Nomi Prins was talking about a company called NuScale Power. NuScale specializes in creating small modular reactors, SMRs. But instead of telling you to buy NuScale stocks directly, Nomi recommended buying warrants. Warrants are like options. They give you the right to buy NuScale stocks at a set price in the future. This means you're betting that the stock price will be higher than the price of the warrant. Nomi suggested buying NuScale warrants, which cost about $2 each at that time. These warrants allowed you to buy NuScale shares for $11.50 before May 2nd, 2027. However, you aren't obligated to buy the shares. If the stock only reaches $8, you wouldn't have to buy it for $11.50, but you'd lose the money you spent on the warrants, which is $2 per warrant. If you spent $5,000 on warrants and didn't buy NuScale stock, you'd lose that money. There are several rules with these warrants. For example, if NuScale's stock goes above $10 for a certain time, you must buy partial shares. Also, if the stock stays above $18 for a certain time, you have to buy the stock for $11.50 or lose your warrants. So you need to watch NuScale's stock price closely if you plan to buy warrants. Long story short, the stock needs to reach at least $13.50, which is $11.50 plus the $2 warrant price before May 2nd, 2027 for you to make a profit. If it doesn't, you'll lose money. You'd buy warrants for a higher potential gain if the stock price jumps to $20 to $50. If it stays between $8 to $12, it's better to just buy regular shares. If we look at the current price of NuScale, as of July 26, 2024, the stock is at $10.85. This might seem like a loss, but if you look at the performance of the stock on July 12th, you can see the price went all the way up to $15.34. So, investors who used their warrants to buy and sell shares back in early July made a positive return on their investment. While NuScale has done well, many of Nomi's past recommendations haven't done so well. For example, in 2023, Nomi told investors to buy a $4 energy stock called ESS Tech because she expected its value to explode. But if we look at the stock price now, we can see that it's down to only 77 cents as of July 2024. So, investors who trusted Nomi's recommendation lost about 50% of their investment. So even though Nomi is generally good with her stock picks, I think there are more experienced investors to get your stock picks from. Now, if you found this video valuable and you want to diversify your investments beyond traditional stocks and bonds, I have just the thing for you. Even though I believe that investing in a low-cost index fund is the best long-term investment for the average Joe, the benefits of solid physical gold are hard to deny. I think of physical gold as insurance against unpredictable times, and I'm not the only one. In 2023, central banks added over 1,000 tons of gold to their reserves, the second highest annual purchase in American history. And in 2024, central bank got another 290 tons of gold in just the first 3 months of the year. If the biggest banks in the world are buying tons of gold, I'm sure there's a good reason for it. I found a company that allows ordinary Americans to own and securely store physical bars of gold as part of their IRA account. The best part is that they're giving away a free guide to teach you all about investing in solid physical gold. If you want to learn more about how gold can protect your retirement savings, just click the link in the description to receive a completely free gold IRA guide.